There is no doubt that high pressing tactics are effective in modern football. I mean, that's the reason why they have become so popular over the last decades, with some top level coaches using them to increase their goal scoring chances. But let's say you are the one that is getting pressed. How do you react? Let's find out. Now, before we dive into how you can beat a high press, we shall first start by clarifying what a high press really is. So, from a coaching perspective, high pressing is a zonal defending mechanism that teams use to win possession of the ball near or inside the final third to score a goal on a fast attack. Now, you might be familiar with some other terms that describe high pressing tactics, such as gegenpressing, which actually is a term used by one of my favorite coaches, Jürgen Klopp, but also others, including pressing traps or the positional press. Each of them represents a slightly different application of pressure. Having said that, all pressing styles share some common principles and goals, like blocking passing lanes and progressive passing options, leading the ball to the weak side of the opposition, and winning possession of the ball near the goal. However, a high pressing style also comes with its cons. This unrelenting desire to win the ball as high up the field as possible leaves the opposition vulnerable in the defense. The entire team is moving high, many times even past the halfway line in order to press, something that is creating gaps and leaves the defense without balance. This is definitely something you and your teammates need to take advantage of, and since this is the reason you clicked on this video, let's dive right into the ways you can beat that press. Way number 1. Beating the press with a link. A pass to the so-called link player is considered to be the most effective, but also the hardest way to break pressure. The link player basically acts as a bridge between the player in possession of the ball that is getting pressed and another player on the team that has more time and space. The link player can literally be anyone on the team. For example, a fullback that is getting pressed might play a pass back to the goalkeeper in order for him to switch the play to the other side of the field where the press isn't that intense and organized. Another example of using a link player that is also a more high risk, high reward way to beat the press is by breaking the high pressing lines with a pass to a midfielder. The midfielder has definitely more passing options and directions to dribble into, considering the fact that he is playing in the central corridor where he has access to more options. As we've said, the aim of a high press is to minimize and block passing lanes and options. We can counter this by using a link player that can unlock the play and allow for a more time efficient and organized build-up play. However, you need to be careful. Using a pass to a link player to break the press might be progressive, but we should not forget it is a high-risk gameplay. With pressure being intense, the player in possession of the ball has limited time and space to think and act. Playing that pass to the link player can many times be challenging. It requires technical and mental skills in order to pull off that pass and break the pressing lines. Things like one-touch football, passing accuracy, emotional control, focus, and awareness are all really important to break the press with success. Not to forget about the tactical organization and intelligence the team must possess. Triangle formations, space creation and awareness, and open body language, and proper passing angles are all things that play a vital role in how effectively you are going to break pressure as a team. Way number 2. Switching the point of attack. As we've already mentioned, switching the point of our build-up can even happen with a link player. This process is much more strategic but also slow. This is why you may also consider switching the play immediately with a long ball. Since the pressing side of the field is overloaded, the opposite side will most probably give your team the advantage of more time and space. A direct long ball is a fast way to utilize that advantage. So I want you to imagine you're holding the ball, but the opposition is applying pressure to you. They're so damn good at it that you don't have any direct passing options available nearby you, not even the goalkeeper. So what do? You recognize the open space on the other side of the field and create a scenario for yourself that makes the execution of a long ball to the other side of the field as easy as possible. Now, for this to happen, you obviously need to have an amazing perception of the field, but also tactical intelligence, technical skill, mental clarity, and emotional control. The most common players to receive that long ball will be your fullback, your winger, or even your attacking mid. Switching the point of play to break a tight press is a great strategy to catch the opposition off balance and immediately strike with a fast attack on the wing. It is a tool that is well worth your attention and awareness. Way number 3. Clearing the ball away. Clearances are definitely not the most popular way to break a high press, mainly due to the fact that it looks messy and doesn't have the structure the other ways that we mentioned have. I totally get it, and I'm also not a huge fan of messy clearances, but if there's something that eliminates the risk of conceding a goal, it is well worth our attention. Clearing the ball away might not be the most effective and organized playing strategy to build up the play, but it can be handy in high-risk scenarios where the press is so good that you're running out of options. Now, don't get me wrong, this shouldn't be your first resort every time you get pressed. At the end of the day, if you want to become an elite level footballer, you also have to act like one. Elite level players know how to handle and break tactical pressure. However, this doesn't mean they are not clearing the ball away either. Instead, they're using the right tool at the right place and time. Elite level players are versatile. They have a wide variety of tools available in their toolbox, and every time they face a game-specific problem, they make sure to use the right tool. That's what I want you to do, guys. Stop being one-dimensional. Become versatile as a player and increase the number of tools you have inside your toolbox. Clearances are just tools used in high-risk gameplays, but even in those scenarios, there is a right and a wrong way to use that tool. Instead of just kicking the ball out of the field and giving away possession, opt for a high, deep, and wide long ball towards the wings. This will give your team time and space to move up and organize in order to win the duel or the second ball. The worst case scenario is giving away a throw-in, but even this time, you'll get the chance to move higher and press closer to the goal. So there you have it, guys. 3 ways to beat a high press. Although you have the solutions in your hands right now, I highly encourage you to reverse engineer the process and understand how to break the press by understanding how to apply it first. Knowing how a high press is structured and used is the first step to become a master of breaking pressure. You can click on the top right corner to watch our video on how a high press can be effectively structured, applied, and used, or just click the link in the description to access our articles on this topic. Thanks for watching, have a good one.